Hello guys, welcome back to Simulated Heaven. Whoa, that guy's in an Evo. Just to let you know, this is the second part of my video about how I usually make a new character. And this is how I do it. There are other ways of doing it, but I'm just basically showing you how I do it. So if you watched the previous video, and if you followed the instructions there, you should have a driving skill of at least 10. And you should have around, I don't know, somewhere over 10,000, maybe up to $15,000. So then you come here. This is called the Workman's Shop in Cherno. So look at the map for Cherno and go and find where the Workman's Shop is. Go to Special Weapons, use Shop, and you go to Fishing Rod. This one here, buy, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy some night vision goggles while I'm here, but that's just for me as a sideline. Oh, sorry, I can't carry that item. Is it because I already have? No, I think it's because I have maybe something else. So I should. Oh, you know what? I think because I have a gun. Because I have a gun now, I have a feeling it's not allowing me to have the fishing rod. Okay, let me see if I can drop my gun in my vehicle. Sorry about this, it's very dark, I know. Whoops. Oh, and my vehicle is unlocked. Wow, that was kind of a newbie thing to do, wasn't it? Okay, so here we go. I don't think I have a lot of room in here. Oh, come on, dude. Wow, this is failing right now. Okay, so you have to unlock, obviously. I kind of messed that up. I think I can put my gun in there, right? Or better still, I can put my hammer in. I was using that earlier to get my gathering skill up. There you go. That should do it. Let me just check. Yeah, there you go. See? Now I'm holding a fishing rod. So I'm obviously on a motorbike, but you guys actually will probably still be on your bike. Then what you need is to drive to Electro, because Electro is where pile of cars is. This is where everybody buys their first vehicle. So let's head over to Electro now. I'm being a bit naughty here, not following the rules. There's a lot of action in the air right now. I think maybe what it is there's not a lot of police officers on right now, so that usually means loads of people are doing bad things that they would not usually do. Okay, so we're heading to Electro. It should be relatively fast on this motorbike. I have, it's like a dirt bike. I think this bike is about 4,000 in the motorbike shop. I think your driving skill only has to be 5 or something for you to get a motorbike. So there are actually some people who will get a motorbike first before they get a car. I mean, then they will probably do the deliveries on their motorbike first, you know. But I usually will just go straight for the car so that I can start earning a bit of money. Then I usually buy a motorbike a bit later, because I do really like motorbikes in this game. I actually enjoy riding any kind of a bike in this game. They're not really that practical for a lot of things, but hey. Now I've got some tune-ups on this bike. I've got 3 on this bike, so that's why I'm able to drive quite fast. I will do another video to explain about what a tune-up is and all that kind of stuff, but essentially it's just a thing you can buy to make your car go faster. As you can see, this thing is now very fast. It helps a lot because this east road is very, very long, and if you have to go all the way along it, it can. So yeah, we're going to head to Electro. I'm going to fill up just so that I'm sure that I'm not going to run out of petrol. That would be kind of embarrassing, right, if I run out of petrol. Okay. There we go, fill up. I really, really like this bike. It's the one with flames on it. It's a dirt bike and it looks really nice. But you just have to be really careful with motorbikes, especially with tune-ups. When you're like on the kind of smaller roads, it can be so easy for you to die, you know, because if you overdo it, especially with tune-ups, you know. So yeah, just be careful, because this thing accelerates. If you watch how this thing accelerates with 3 tune-ups, it's like, whoa. And then with a motorbike, it can be so hard to actually slow it down, and when it's going full speed, it's really hard to turn it. Like, you can't really easily turn when you've got all the tune-ups and you're going fast. Okay, so let's go to pile of cars. I'm not actually going to buy a car because I'm just going to use this bike for the purposes of this video. However, whoa, you see what I mean? That's exactly what I'm talking about. You see how I nearly crashed there? I was not really paying attention and went way too fast over the ramp, and I nearly lost it there. So that's crazy. Okay, so this is what they call pile of cars. This is in Electro, as you can see. So it's very easy for you to find on the map. So let's park up here. Engine off, lock, and jump out. I'm going to leave the light on because I can. So basically, for pile of cars, you need to come here and focus on here, and you'll see pile of cars. I think it also works over here, but that's usually how I do it. I just run up here, focus on it with the right mouse button, then it comes up. Pile of cars. Now, let me see. Use shop. So, if you are going to be a farmer, if you would like to be a farmer, then I would buy the cheapest pickup, which I believe, if I can find it, is an old pickup. Is it called? Yeah, you see this one here? It's called a 1965 GMC Fleetside. It's quite expensive. It's just under 11. There's another one called a well, it's an F250. This one is slightly cheaper. It's just over 10.5. Now, I would highly recommend these because they've got quite big trunk sizes for the price. So if you're interested in doing some kind of farming, then obviously you will need a trunk for you to carry all of your crops around with you. So I would recommend waiting until you can afford this this pickup. That's what I usually do. However, if you're otherwise a criminal, or if you're doing other things in the game which are not farming, what I would do is I would buy the cheapest vehicle that you can, and then I would wait until you can afford an Evo, because you can buy an Evo in the Torque car shop, and I believe they're just over 20,000. So I would recommend, if you're not a farmer, that you just buy a very, very cheap car here, like a Skoda, which is only just under 1,000, and then if you buy the Evo when you have a bit more money. But the only issue is, if you do want to do the thing that I'm going to be showing you now for the next step in the character, then it would help if you had a vehicle with a larger boot size. You can actually have a look on the wiki, the City Life RPG wiki, and there you will be able to have a look at all of the different boot sizes of the different vehicles, you know, because then it's, I always, if I'm ever interested in buying another vehicle, I always have a look at the wiki. I compare the boot sizes and the prices, and you know, it's fairly easy then for you to make a decision for yourself based on what you are planning on doing in the game. I'm being quite naughty because there's not a lot of policemen on right now. So now the plan is I'm going to show you where you have to go for you to do the fishing. Now, fishing is a great way for you to make a bit of money straight off the bat when you don't have a lot of gathering skill. You're not going to make a lot of money, and it is going to be a bit of a grind still. However, I would say, well, this is usually how I will get a little bit of money at the beginning, just to kind of give you enough to start then thinking about other things, you know. So here we go. We go this way. Basically, there is a dam up this way, and the dam will be where we're going to do the fishing. As you can see, it's night time, but that's okay. I think I hear a vehicle. Yep, that was close. You need to be very careful. I mean, like, there are guys who drive real, like, crazy in this game. You have to be so careful. Like, I very nearly got, like, run over there, so. Has the guy actually, like, turned around? Is he going to follow me now? Especially if you're on a bike, I would recommend just being very, very careful. Driving on the right hand side here. I actually really, I mean, obviously, if I'm flying or if I am doing anything like farming, then I will buy like night vision or something. How did my wheel get slightly damaged? Anyway, whatever. But I actually enjoy, if I am driving, I actually enjoy simply having the light on at night time. I find it's kind of cool. Okay, so we're getting very close now. There's a left turn up here. As you can see, this is a dam called Topolka Dam. Topolka. I think that guy's not following me. Just need to be careful not to get one over again. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to do some... I think that guy is actually going to follow me. I hope he's not going to do anything bad to me. We'll see. I left the light on purpose. I'm just going to talk to this guy, see if he's good. It's always a good idea that you talk, but yeah. Oh, it's so dark. I can hardly. I think he said he's good. Okay. Okay, so it's very dark. I mean, it's not really going to take me very long, but you just need to right click. So obviously, when you come here, there is a pier, and you come here. You need to right.
If you're asking, no, I'm not going to kill you. I'm not that big of a dick. I need about 7,000 more, and I'll have me a Dodge, so... Yeah, for sure. My name's Dylan, so... Yeah, I'm not gonna kill you. So.
Okay, so that's just another example of some of the interaction that you will get in this game. You know, there's quite a lot of players in this game that are really friendly and everything, so it's good. Now, oh yeah, so you see here on the menu it says catch fish. Now, because I have a gathering skill that's very high, it will be very easy for me to get over encumbered. But when you're just starting out, you obviously have a very low skill in gathering, so yours will probably be a lot slower. So
oh, they fixed where you could spam fishing. You used to be able to catch like fish back to back to back to back to back. real quick, but they fixed it. That's gay.
Okay, just yeah. So what was I saying? So yeah, so for example, there I actually gathered 16 in one go. But if you're a new character, you'll probably only be gathering 3 or 4 at a time. If you have the truck that I recommended, it will probably take you a good, say,
Are you new to the server, or have you been playing for a while?
10 to 20 minutes for you to fill up your truck. Excuse me here, guys. Whoops, pressed the wrong button. I always do that in this game.
Oh, nice.
See, this guy's like super nice. Yeah, so basically
Yeah,
just
I played
keep doing fishing.
about 7 months ago. Actually, no, it's been like a year. And then I quit for a while, and then I just come back not long ago. Yeah, all my shit was deleted though. I had like $800,000 and a couple euros and a couple MacR deliveries. And then I come back and it was missing. Kinda, well, it was deleted. Kinda pissed me off, but it happened.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah,
I talked
keep catching
to
fish.
Arma though about it, because I told him I was going to be leaving for quite a long time. And he said he would try to remember it, to not delete it, I should say. And I guess he forgot, so it happens. Yep. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. It's kind of fun starting fresh again, instead of having everything right there at your fucking hands.
I apologize if you guys find this
I don't
boring,
know,
but
just, I think later on I might start throwing monster trucks when I get the skill level to make them and all that. That's what I was doing before, but right now I'm probably just gonna fish and just buy a bunch of cars. How about you? What do you have planned? Uh, oh nice. I don't know what my gathering is right now. I was gonna do olives, but a bunch of drug dealers go up there and they kill you when you're doing your olives and they steal your shit, so I kind of went away from that. My, yeah, but I'm not gonna spend that much money on that shit. I'd rather just fish and keep to myself, kind of.
well, like I said, you know, this is an interesting interaction for you guys on the video, for you to see how there's, you know, a lot of really nice guys in this game, and I suppose you're learning from this conversation as well. So I'm not going to end the video. I'm going to have this in the video. So yeah, I'm now about a third of the way encumbered. And I'm just going to, obviously because I'm on a motorbike, it's not going to take me very long for me to be completely full, because I don't really have a trunk space on the motorbike. So you know, obviously if you have a vehicle, then it will then you'll be able to carry a lot more and everything like that. So this is really just an example. So I'm still just catching.
Do you fall off the dock?
Yes, I did. Great
Happens
start.
to the best of us.
Yes, yes I am.
So yeah, it's not going to take me too long here to get over encumbered. I'm getting up to halfway. There isn't really anything else I need to say about fishing, really. I would say don't have a lot of money on you, don't have anything valuable, because you're very vulnerable here, and it doesn't really happen often, but there are times when people will actually come out here and they will rob you out here when you are fishing and stuff like that. It doesn't really happen that much, but it is possible, you know.
Where the hell's a borax? Does anybody know?
Nope.
Okay. So as
I
you can
guess something
see,
cool people only have, right?
I am
Probably.
getting pretty close to being over encumbered. Yeah, maybe a few more of these. Actually, I've had some really good times out here with the fishing, because as you can see from this video, very often there's a conversation or there is banter that happens out here with the people who are fishing as well, you know. So that's always entertaining, because I think everyone is kind of slightly bored with only fishing the whole time, you know.
What's your gathering at? Holy shit. How many fish do you catch per? Holy god, I'm only catching 6 and 7. 17
Jesus
fish per
Christ.
cast, that'd be crazy.
You're like 75 level, don't you?
Iron ore is just boring. I'd rather do this than go to iron.
This would take you about 900 billion times longer. So,
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I'd rather do this and get a little bit of money than waste my time at iron.
yeah. It's good that you get money along with levels with this.
Yeah. Do you know if the clicky has updated with the new trucks?
Hmm.
I'm gonna hurry and go look at that. Alright, see ya.
So actually, I think
Hold
that
on,
was a
10
very good
seconds.
example of the kind
He
of
was here
stuff.
for the same time I got here, which was like 5 minutes, and he's already leaving.
That is insane. Only got my gathering up.
That's fucking crazy. Like, that was like 15 casts he was maxed out.
So yeah, I think that's a good example to show you guys the interaction in the game. You know, there's a lot of really nice people in the game, and that's usually how you will meet other players and how you would join up with others, you know. I think a lot of people kind of assume that you have to join a gang or something like that, but it isn't always the case. You can actually meet a lot of like-minded people, and then you can talk with them and arrange. And it doesn't have to be that you arrange some illegal stuff, like maybe you can arrange that you help each other doing olives or hunting, or, you know, so that's one of the major ways that I find that I meet other players, you know, and actually start building up a bit of a group. And that guy was very, very friendly, and yeah, so it's good. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to go to the market. And I know that in my other video you already saw me go to the market, but that time I was selling olives, right? So this time I'll be selling fish. So it will kind of give you an idea of how much you can earn from the fish. Now, it's not going to be a lot of money, but like I said earlier, it's pretty good if you're fairly early in the game. As the guy was talking about, who was also fishing, it can be a good way. Excuse me, I'm all over the road right now. It can be a very good way for you to start earning a bit of money early in the game. you will get your gathering skill up, but it will be a little bit slow, you know. Okay, let's go, people. So I would still recommend that you still do iron ore, but I would say that this is kind of why I do the fishing at the beginning, because then it earns you a little bit of money. It's kind of a cushion, so that then when you move on to iron ore, it means that you have a little bit of a cushion of money that you can use from day to day, you know. Because iron ore, and I will obviously do another video after this, which is explaining about the whole iron ore thing and what I would do after this, if you know what I mean. But when you're doing iron ore, one of the issues is you're not earning anything from the iron ore, because you're just like picking it up and dropping it. So like that guy was saying, there are people that don't like iron ore and they like to do the fishing to earn money at the same time. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go a bit faster here. These roads here on the East Coast are awesome for driving fast, especially on a motorbike, because like I said, the problem with the motorbike, when it is very, very tuned up, it's very hard for you to control. But obviously if you're on a straight, wide road like this, it's usually okay. Okay, so we're kind of getting close now to getting back to Cherno. Here we go. We're cruising here at like 100. I don't want to go too fast because there's corners that are coming up soon, so I don't want to like wipe out and die. That would kind of suck, as you can imagine. Okay, so here we go. I'm hoping there is still not a lot of police on. Going a bit fast here. Someone's got a school bus there, that's funny. I think you can buy the school buses in the truck shop, I believe. Excuse me. Now obviously when I sell at the market, I'm only going to sell one full load on my person worth, if you know what I mean, because I'm kind of nearly over encumbered. If you had the pickup, I think the pickup you would get maybe 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 times the amount that I would get right now, but hopefully this will kind of give you an idea. Oh, there's a car here. Anyway, let's hope it's not someone that's going to rob me. Let's put it that way. No, it's another fisherman. There you go. This is another thing, like, you need to be really, really careful when you're here, because if you are selling very high valued items, it's quite likely that someone will try to rob you. So let's right click. Fish, so 289. And as you can see, one fish is $7. So that will give you an idea, yeah, how much you might be able to make. So I just made 2,000 for that. 2,000. So like I said, it's not a lot of money. It really is not that much. But if you were to fill up your old truck thing then you would get, I don't know, 5 or 6,000. So it's a good way for you to start off with making a bit of money at the beginning, and then it will give you a cushion of money that you can move on to other things. I apologize that I can't really remember how many body loads of fish you can fit into an old truck, because I haven't owned that old truck for a long time. I think the trunk is what, 500 kilograms? But anyway, I'm pretty sure that if you were to fill up that truck with fish, surely you would earn around 6, 7, or maybe up to 8,000. Anyway, if you have any other questions about this game, please post a comment in the comment section below, and hope you enjoyed this video. It's not the most exciting video in the world, but hopefully it gives you guys an idea as to how you can carry on a character, you know, how to continue a character in this game. And like I said at the beginning, this is how I do it. This is not how everyone will do it. Of course, there are other ways, but this is how I do it. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.